Salut à tous, bienvenue sur Scuola Militarum, je suis Nice et Fort et aujourd'hui on se retrouve sur le jeu vidéo Destroyer the U-Boat Hunter et on va continuer la carrière. Nous allons faire la mission 7. On a eu de bons résultats dernièrement, donc j'espère qu'on va continuer sur cette lancée et couler encore d'autres U-Boats et avancer dans la carrière. Allons-y. Quand le jeu voudra bien se télécharger. Alors.
All engines ahead.
General Grant is sinking.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Donc, on n'a pas encore able. Carte tactique. Et on n'a pas la carte tactique. Donc on va sauver les gens du général Grant.
New course 0, 0, 0. Course 0, 0, 0. Aye, sir.
Parce que là on n'a pas de traces de sous-marin. Aucun contact ici. Aucun contact radar. Donc on va aller sauver les naufragés du général Grant. Et on va laisser Manti, Antler et Oki là où ils sont. Hein. Ouais, ils sont là. Donc on va...
Rudder 20 degrees left. Rudder 20 degrees left. Aye, sir. Rudder amidships. Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Donc là on va sauver les passagers du général Grant en attendant que Able se pointe.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler holds sonar contact. Able, bearing 0, 2, 3. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound. Evaluated as definite sub. Bridge, combat. New contact from sonar. Bearing 0, 2, 3. Range 800 yards. I designate contact. Able. Time 7:27.
Alors on va avoir
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 0, 4, 8. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound. All engines ahead 1/3. All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir. All engines stop. All engines stop. Aye, sir.
voilà.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 0, 7, 7. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
C'était juste, hein. Ouf.
Bloodhound picking up survivors from General Grant.
Donc maintenant,
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has
Okay.
sonar contact. Able. Bearing 0, 8, 8. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage.
Roger. Hockey engaging.
donc là on va sauver les rescapés parce qu'on a déjà commencé le truc. Je vais charger Oki de charger Able.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 0, 9, 1. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound finished picking up survivors from General Grant.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 095. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to new station.
New course 095. Course 095. Aye,
On va
sir.
attaquer
All
Able
engines ahead
maintenant.
standard. All Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 100. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Donc, oui, Able ici. Voilà. Et
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 120. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
20. Aye, sir.
ah voilà, il est là. Donc nous on se déplace par ici. Ok.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able, bearing 153. Range 500 yards.
5-3. Aye, sir.
Bridge, poor lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing, 114. Range closing quickly. I say
C'est
again,
bon.
CBDR.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 189. Range 400 yards. Contact increasing depth.
9. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 205. Range 300 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Ah. Donc là, faire attention.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 207. Range 200 yards. Strong propeller noise.
Aye, sir.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Feu.
Fire 1. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Fire 2. Last bearing. 205. Fire last 3. Range 100 yards. Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 141. Range 5,300 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 051. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing, 244. Range closing
Ah,
quickly.
ça va, c'est
I
bon.
say again, CBDR. Bridge,
Ah, ça
combat.
va.
New surface contact from radar. Bearing, 141. Range, 5,300 yards. I designate contact. Baker, time,
Donc
7:32.
Baker.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 037. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Hockey.
Okay.
Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 014. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Able. Last known bearing 003. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Stand by to fire.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage contact. Baker.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 329. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Hockey engaging contact. Baker. 329. Aye, sir.
Donc là on finit ce qu'on a commencé. On continue à attaquer Able et on envoie Manti attaquer Baker. Voilà.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 224. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
224. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 177. Range 300 yards.
7. Aye, sir.
Et là, il faut attendre que le truc apparaisse, là. De façon à ce que, comme ça, on puisse bien taper là où il faut. Non,
Combat
enfin,
sonar, contact, able, now bears 131, range 500 yards, estimated depth medium.
Ah, medium.
Ready depth charges, medium pattern, 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Le temps que ça charge parce que ça met du temps pour charger. Et là,
All
standard.
engines ahead standard. Combat sonar, contact, able, now bears 099, range 400 yards, estimated depth medium.
C'est bon.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 128. Last range 3,800 yards.
Ah,
Combat sonar, contact, able, now bears 086, range 100 yards, bearing steady.
6. Aye, sir.
feu.
Fire combat sonar, lost contact, able, last bearing 086, last range, fired 100 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Baker, bearing 130. Range 3,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges, medium pattern.
Donc là, on s'occupe des balles. Qui s'occupe des Baker.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact, able, bearing 259, range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
259. Aye, sir.
Ah, tiens, là, c'est très près. Dès que notre méthode est bonne. En plus, on a des grenades surpuissantes.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact, able, bearing 271, range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
271.
Arrière. Donc là, on ne tourne pas en rond, ce qui est déjà positif. Et on revient à la charge sur Able.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact, able, bearing 303, range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact, able, bearing 340, range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
0.
Aye, sir. New course, 340. Course 340. Aye, sir. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact, able, bearing 076, range 200 yards from Bloodhound. Combat sonar, regain contact, able, bearing 091, range 200 yards.
Aussi sur Baker, c'est bien.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Baker, last known bearing 128. Range 3,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar, contact, able, now bears 144, range 400 yards, estimated depth shallow. Ready depth charges, shallow pattern, all engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar, contact, able, now bears 190, range 300 yards, bearings drifting right. All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey made a depth charge attack on
Combat sonar, contact, fire 1, now bears 27, fire 2, range 100 yards, wake on left, fire 3, combat sonar, lost contact, able, last bearing 275, last range 100 yards, ready depth charges, shallow pattern.
des gars.
Grid, starboard lookout. Oil slick, bearing 019. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 023. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
023. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 066. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Baker, bearing 123. Range 3,200 yards from Bloodhound.
Là c'est bon. La configuration me satisfait.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 146. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Allez, voilà. Il est là.
Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 210. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Baker, last known bearing 130. Range 2,700 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar, regain contact. Able, bearing 243. Range 300 yards.
Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Baker, bearing 124. Range 2,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Ah, attention. Là on a le radar.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Fire 1. Hockey made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown
Fire
results.
2, combat sonar, contact. Able, now bears 024. Range 300 yards. Bearings drifting right. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
On est tout mis à côté.
All engines ahead standard. Combat sonar, contact. Able, now bears 056. Range 500 yards. Wake on left cut.
6. Aye, sir.
Là, Destroyer of UNE, c'est le seul jeu où je laisse la musique allumée parce que ça nous met vraiment dans l'ambiance, alors que les autres jeux, je le trouve pas.
Combat sonar, contact. Able, now bears 089. Range 600 yards. Weak propeller noise.
Aye, sir.
Donc nous sommes ici, là. Ça nous aide à nous concentrer la musique, là.
Combat sonar, contact. Able, now bears 117. Range 300 yards. Wake on left cut.
17.
Attention.
Aye, sir.
Feu.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 317. Last range 300 yards. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 259. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 297. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
9-7. Aye, sir.
C'est pas la peine de déranger Antler pour ça. On va s'occuper nous-mêmes de Able. Ok, j'attaque Baker, il est bien où il est, parfait.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 339. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Floating debris. Bearing 3, 2.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Baker, last known bearing 113. Range 2,700 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 030. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Là, si je ne parle pas, c'est que je me concentre, hein, comme vous le savez.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 096. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
6. Aye, sir.
Et là, je remarque qu'on tourne en rond.
Combat sonar, regain contact. Able, bearing 167. Range 200 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown results.
Ah, donc là, il y a le radar qui a
Combat
repéré quelque
sonar,
chose.
contact. Able, now bears 231. Range 200 yards. Strong propeller noise. Combat sonar, contact. Able, now bears 341. Range 200 yards. Contact decreasing depth.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Floating debris. Bearing 301.
Là, ils ont perdu le contact.
Combat sonar, contact. Able, now bears 054. Range 400 yards. Strong propeller noise.
Là, on commence à faire des gribouillis là, sur la carte.
Combat sonar, contact. Able, now bears 101. Range 500 yards. Estimated depth, medium.
Oh, mon Dieu.
Ready depth charges, medium pattern. It's ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead stand.
Combat sonar, contact. Able, now bears 134. Range 400 yards. Strong propeller noise.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Baker, bearing 119. Range 3,100 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar, contact. Able, fire 1. Now bears 186. Fire range 100 yards. Estimated depth, fire 3. Combat sonar, lost contact. Able, last bearing 186. Last range 100 yards. Combat sonar, regain contact. Able, bearing 256. Range 30 yards. Combat sonar, lost contact. Able, last bearing 256. Last range 30 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Baker, last known bearing 116. Range 2,600 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 318. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 351. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound. 1.
Aye, sir.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Allez. Toucher un
Bloodhound, this is
sous-marin
Hockey.
peut-être.
Hockey made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown results.
Si
Bloodhound,
Baker
this is
commence à
Antler.
tout à
Antler
fait
now has
descendre
sonar contact. Able, bearing 0, 1, 6, range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 0, 5, 6, range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
5, 6. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 0, 9, 0, range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
9, 0. Aye, sir. Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/3 to the horizon. Bearing 1, 2, 0. Appears to be periscope feather.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 1, 5, 0, range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 1, 6, 8. Range 100 yards. 6, 8.
Course 1, 6, 8. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now fire 2. 6, 5. Range. Fire 200 yards. Contact increasing depth. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Aye, sir.
J'ai tout mis à côté, d'accord. Au moins on peut espérer que ça fasse peur, hein. Que ça fasse peur aux sous-marins ennemis.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 1. Range 300 yards. Very strong propeller noise. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 4, 0. Range 300 yards. Bearings drifting
Aye,
right.
sir.
Donc s'il dérive à droite, ne devrait pas tarder à le voir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 1, 0, 4. Range 300 yards. Contact increasing depth. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 1, 6, 3. Range 200 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Là, en tournant en rond, ça fait des boucles. Dès que ça disparaît, on largue les grenades.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 2, 6, 9. Range 100 yards. Contact increasing depth. Fire 1.
J'ai comme tout parce que
Fire
ça
two.
ne se retrouve plus.
Ready depth chart. Combat sonar. Fire contact. Able. Now bears 3, 5, 5. Range 300 yards. Estimated depth medium. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern.
Non, nettoyer un peu la tête.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 4, 7. Range 400 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Aye, sir.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Donc je suis toujours sur Able, parfait. Donc on est en train de tourner autour des
Combat
balles.
sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 7, 4. Range 500
qui attaque
yards.
Baker.
Wake on left cut.
Aye, sir.
Ah, le voilà.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 1, 1, 3. Range 400 yards. Wake on left cut.
Là je vois pas le radar. On est encore en train de tourner. Là, ceci dit, dans Silent Hunter 3 aussi, hein, les destroyers tournent autour de moi.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 1, 5, 1. Range 200 yards. Strong propeller noise.
Là on suit la machin du navire, on suit la trajectoire du destroyer.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Fire 1. Last bearing 1, 5, 1. Fire range 200 yards. Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 2, 9, 9. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Baker, bearing 1, 2, 5. Range 2,600 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 3, 3, 3. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Baker, last known bearing 1, 2, 0. Range 2,400 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick bearing 3, 4, 5.
Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 3, 5, 1. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Floating debris. Bearing 3, 4, 5.
« 345, je vois pas là ici ni de débris, ni de nappe de pétrole. Peut-être qu'il fait sombre. Voilà, je vois rien.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey holds sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 1, 5, 2. Range 4,200 yards from Bloodhound. Evaluated as a definite sub.
Bridge, combat. New contact from sonar. Bearing 1, 5, 2. Range 4,200 yards. I designate contact Charlie. Time 7:57.
Ouais,
Bloodhound,
on a
this is Hockey.
pris un sous-marin,
Hockey made a
on
depth
va
charge
couler
attack on
des
contact.
youpi.
Baker, sonar reports sounds of a sinking submarine.
All escorts. Contact Baker has most likely been sunk by Hockey.
Qui a
Congratulations
coulé
to your
Baker,
crew.
c'est excellent. Parfait, félicitations. Donc nous, Bloodhunt, on a coulé Able. Ok, a coulé Baker. Donc là maintenant, on s'occupe de Charlie. Donc là, c'est 165.
New course. 1, 6, 5. Course 1, 6, 5. Aye, sir. All in. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
On va peut-être aider Ok a coulé Charlie.
Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler holds sonar contact. Dog. Bearing 1, 9, 2. Range 5,200 yards from Bloodhound. Evaluated as definite sub.
Bridge, combat. New contact from sonar. Bearing 1, 9, 2. Range 5,200 yards. I designate contact dog. Time 7:58.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 1, 6, 1. Range 5,100 yards from Bloodhound.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage contact. Dog.
Roger. Mountie engaging contact. Dog.
Et Charlie, il est là. Il est ici, donc nous on va aller sur lui. Il faut faire attention de ne pas
Bloodhound,
heurter.
this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie,
Ok.
bearing 1, 6, 3. Range 4,800 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Floating debris. Bearing 185.
Ouais, je vois là. Voilà les débris. Qui est là.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 164. Range 4,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Et là, donc là, on voit la natte de pétrole et les débris. Parfait.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 164. Range 4,200 yards from Bloodhound.
New course 164. Course 164. Aye, sir.
Mississippi Delta has been torpedoed and is on fire.
Rio, c'est Mississippi Delta là.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 165. Range 3,900 yards from Bloodhound.
On va envoyer en clair sauver le Mississippi Delta. Hein. Et voilà. Charlie, donc Charlie, nous voilà.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick, bearing 168.
We've lost Mississippi Delta. All ships, maneuver to avoid.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 165. Range 3,600 yards from Bloodhound.
16.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Charlie, last known bearing 166. Range 3,400 yards from Bloodhound.
New course 166. Course 166. Aye, sir.
On va essayer un truc.
Red Oak has been torpedoed and is taking on water.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Charlie, bearing 166. Range 3,100 yards
Fire 1
from Bloodhound.
Fire 2. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 3.
666.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey made a depth charge attack on contact. Charlie, unknown results. Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 166. Range 2,800 yards from Bloodhound.
We've lost Red Oak. All ships, maneuver to avoid.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Dog. Bearing 214. Range 3,100 yards.
Alors. En
Antler
clair.
reporting.
Bah déjà,
Antler,
ça.
this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to pick up survivors from Mississippi
Combat
Delta.
sonar.
Bearing
Contact.
3,
Dog.
2,
Now bears
range 2,100 yards
218.
from Guide.
Range 2,800 yards. Bearing steady. Roger. Antler searching. Mississippi Delta. Position for survivors. Bearing 312. Range 3,100 yards from Guide.
Là, on va.
Very strong propeller noise.
Non, le temps qu'on arrive. Et puis quand il y aura Sibia, ben, on va envoyer Charlie s'occuper des survivants.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 162. Range 1,800 yards from Bloodhound.
Course 162. Aye, sir.
Voilà.
Estimated depth, shallow.
Le monde est shallow. Donc ça veut dire qu'il est en immersion périscopique. Charlie est en immersion périscopique. Il y a un périscope de combat, donc ça nous rend la tâche un peu plus facile.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, Bearing 157. Range 1,100 yards from Bloodhound.
Je crois qu'on est sur Charlie.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 153. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound.
Voilà, on est sur Charlie. Sur la carte tactique.
Hockey, Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Charlie, last known bearing 143. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
143. Aye, sir.
Hockey,
Bearing steady. Bloodhound, this is mounted.
Bridge, port lookout, warship, CBDR, bearing,
3, 1. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Ah. Attends. Ah ben, stop.
Rudder, 5 degrees right. Rudder, 5 degrees right. Aye, sir. Estimated depth, shallow. Stop.
all engines stop. Aye, sir.
Bon, on va péter le passager, tant mieux. Et ok,
Bloodhound, picking up survivors from Red Oak.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey made a depth charge attack on contact. Charlie, unknown results.
Bearing steady.
On est sur dock là. Donc voyons voir, là on recueille les rescapés du Red Oak, tant mieux.
Hockey reporting.
C'est bon.
Mountie reporting. Estimated depth, shallow.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Engage contact. Dog.
Roger. Mountie engaging contact. Dog.
Voilà, on recueille les rescapés. Antler va
Bloodhound, this is
prendre les
Mountie.
rescapés
Mountie
aussi.
made a depth charge attack on contact. Dog. Unknown results.
Là on recueille les rescapés.
Bloodhound finished picking up survivors from Red Oak. Bearing steady.
Donc nous on va prendre Charlie. Et Mountie va prendre Dog. Antler va prendre...
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Hockey reporting.
Bearing steady. Antler reporting.
Bon, c'est bon. On va remettre ça à 0.
Antler picking up survivors from Mississippi Delta.
Parfait. Antler prend des survivants. Et donc on est OK et moi, donc c'est Bloodhunt, vont sur Charlie, c'est parfait. Je n'ai rien à dire.
Estimated depth, shallow. Bearing steady.
Bridge, starboard lookout, warship, CBDR, bearing, 215. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Aye, sir. Steady as she goes. Aye. Steady on course 164. New course 148. Bearing steady.
48. Aye, sir.
Antler finished picking up survivors from Mississippi Delta.
Aye, sir.
Voilà. Excellent.
Very strong propeller noise.
Et... on n'a toujours pas repéré Charlie.
Seaborne trader is sinking.
Estimated depth, shallow.
Enfin, moi, je préfère couler des U-boats plutôt que de sauver des passagers. Donc là, il y a...
Estimated depth, shallow.
We've lost Seaborne trader. All ships. Maneuver to avoid.
Antler, reporting.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to pick up survivors from Seaborne Trader.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Dog. Last bearing. 2, 8, 5. Last range. 3,400 yards. Roger. Antler sec.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Dog. Bearing 287. Range 3,800 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a death charge attack on contact. Dog. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Dog. Last known at bearing 288. Range 3,900 yards from Bloodhound.
Dog. Donc on a dit 288.
New course. 288. Course 288. Aye, sir. All engines ahead standard. All engines ahead standard.
On va faire
Aye,
une
sir.
navette entre Charlie et Doug en attendant que Charlie apparaisse. C'est mieux. Comme ça, ok.
Hockey reporting.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. You're clear to engage.
Roger. Hockey engaging.
Mountie reporting. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a death charge attack on contact. Dog. Unknown results.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Charlie, bearing 352. Range 3,200 yards from Bloodhound.
Course 352. Aye, sir.
Donc on va aller au DRT. On met à jour le truc.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 358. Range 3,000 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge! Port lookout! Merchant ship! CBDR! Bearing! 3, 3, 4. Range closing quickly! I say again! CBDR!
Hard right rudder. Hard right rudder. Aye, sir. All engines back full. All
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar
J'ai dit
contact.
fou,
Charlie,
là.
bearing 359. Range 2,600.
J'ai une dit toute machine arrière toute. Le bateau ne m'obéit pas. Et ça m'énerve. Bon, on continue la campagne. Sinon on ne s'en sortira jamais. À Noël on sera encore. J'ai envie de faire autre chose. Vous avez percuté un navire allié. Putain. Réessayez la bataille. Si je fais S, est-ce que ça continue ou réessayer? Ah non, je vais pas réessayer la bataille. C'est mon navire ne m'obéit pas, moi j'y peux rien. C'est plein de cul aussi. Ah, l'amiral qui va me passer à ça.
Good morning, Captain. Please be seated.
Barbe. Ah.
On this trip, you saw a regular convoy, neither small nor large. We thought you would not see many U-boats, but you found them anyway. Or did they find you? Several ships in your convoy were sunk. We need to do better. On this crossing, you traded blows with the German Navy. Captain. Frankly, I'm having doubts about your tactical proficiency. Unless your performance improves, I will have no choice but to approve your reassignment.
Mais oui, mais qu'est-ce que tu veux que je fasse avec des navires de guignols qui n'obéissent même pas à mes heures, ça me pète les couilles. C'est vrai, quoi. Bon. On continue la campagne. Ah, mission 6. Donc on va enregistrer cette partie-là comme mission 6. Puis l'autre con de vigie qui dit CBDR au dernier moment aussi. Et tout qui dysfonctionne dans ce navire à la con, ça m'énerve.
This one's going to be fairly routine. It's a medium-sized convoy carrying food, supplies, and munitions.
Captain, how can you say routine? As far as the convoy size and cargo is concerned, maybe. But I wouldn't call our constant struggle against the Germans routine.
Let's hope we will never have to.
Any intelligence reporting on U-boats along our path?
Yes, it says here that we need to be on constant vigilance. We can expect elevated U-boat activity along the entire route, with concentration where Allied aircraft do not patrol.
So, in other words, same as our last trip. I was afraid of that.
Good news here, at last. We can expect a lot of assistance from our air patrol squadrons.
Good news indeed.
The weather is predicted to be very good, which is a double-edged sword. This will benefit ourselves and the enemy.
I was thinking the same thing, Captain. Good weather means well-rested crews, and an easier time spotting periscopes. But the same applies to the Nazis. We must make the most of the calm seas, and make faster overall speed. I have faith that both the crew and the ship are ready for whatever we will encounter, Captain. These men understand just how important the mission is, and how many people depend on us doing our job.
The XO approached me earlier and said that he thought the crew was really learning to work together as one seamless team. I already saw signs of that on our previous trip, and I am glad that he is also beginning to develop confidence and good rapport with the crew. However, the ship's material condition deteriorates, and we desperately could use a few weeks in a shipyard to repair some things the crew cannot fix ourselves. We will be forming the convoy with the other escorts at Argentia. The waters around the port are treacherous, especially near Chambers Cove. We had a few serious incidents there last year. The convoy isn't big, but, again, it is larger than last time. Looks like we are steadily winning the war of attrition. If we can keep this up and deploy stronger air support, the Germans will be on the defensive. At least the weather promises to be good. I can endure the rough seas, but the persistent cold gets to me. This time it should be warmer. Other than Germany's unconditional surrender, the best news I can think of is to have full anti-sub patrols for this trip. It looks like we'll have that, weather permitting. The 3 previous convoys all reported the usual U-boat activity. Each of those convoys lost a few merchants, but no escorts. I'll guess we'll see if our luck hasn't run out.
Boum.
Rising Star is sinking.
Bloodhound, take station to get between the convoy and the attacking sub. Over.
Bloodhound acknowledges. Out.
Officer of the deck, set general quarters.
Set general quarters. Aye. General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle stations. Set conditions zebra throughout the ship. Stern depth charge detail manned and ready. Main battery ports manned and ready. Engineering officer watch reports engineering manned and ready. Zebra set. 4 boilers online. Max speed 32 knots. Electric plant split. All fire pumps online.
Very well.
We've lost Rising Star. All
Bon, voilà, hein, on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Hein. J'espère que ça vous a plu. Mettez le petit pouce bleu, le commentaire qui fait plaisir. Abonnez-vous. On se retrouvera bientôt pour une prochaine vidéo. D'ici là, portez-vous bien. Ciao à tous.